Hello and welcome, AP Geographers. My name is Mr. LeVos. What we're going to do here is we are going to take a look at exactly what's going to be on your AP Human Geography test. Now, the test date is usually always in early May. It's usually one of the first two tests that are offered by the AP program. Now, the big stuff that we want to go ahead and do is make sure we know exactly what's a part of the AP testing format, which means knowing that there are two sections. They're equally weighted. They're both 50% of your overall score. Section 1 is your multiple choice questions, or your MCQs. This section is 60 multiple choice questions, and you get 1 hour to complete those. The big thing here is taking your time and using the strategies that you'll develop and work on in the duration of this course going forward to really understand how to utilize and make the best effort and guess as you move forward. The big thing that we want to understand in making those decisions is that there will be 30 to 40% of your questions in the multiple choice section, either set-based, which means they share the same types of stimuli, or individual questions that have one-off or individual stimuli, is that there will be stimuli attached throughout this test. We see is that stimuli can be compiled of a whole bunch of different things. We can see maps, tables, charts, graphs, images, infographics, landscapes, flat out even just pictures of different situations, scenarios, and throughout history. We also see that they're evenly divided between quantitative and qualitative sources. So when we're looking at those types of data, we want to make sure we know what's going on. Now, the second part of the test itself is the FRQs, or the free response questions. As a part of the second section, you will have 3 questions. You'll have an hour and 15 minutes to complete those short free response answer type questions. Now, each of these will be some sort of authentic geographic situation or scenario that allows you to use those task verbs that you'll learn about here in this course. You're identifying, you're explaining, you're analyzing, scribing, and what you're going to do is answer those sets. Now, each one of these questions has 7 parts. It is letters A through G. And what we see with that is you'll have one-off questions, different task verbs, and then asking you different components based on the stimuli or the initial question. Now, the first FRQ does not contain any stimuli at all. However, the second and the third both will. The second question will contain a singular piece of stimuli. The third will contain 2 different pieces of stimuli. Usually what we're seeing in there is it's 2 different pieces showing a change over time, or asking us to compare and contrast those pieces. Now, at least one of those free response questions will assess your ability to analyze across scales in describing or explaining spatial relationships. So that's a key piece to understand when we're going through our review process. But overall, we will teach you the different ways to be successful in these 2 different sections and get ready for our AP exam. Good luck.